Dear students, today we will discuss the last concept of the chapter People as Resource, and the concept is unemployment. What do you mean by unemployment? When we have to understand the concept of unemployment, we have to take care of the fact that unemployed are those who are searching for the job and ready to work at the existing wage rate and not getting any kind of job, they are considered as unemployment. A person who is searching for the job and not gets the job, he will be called unemployment. If a person himself ready not to work, then he will not be called as unemployment. So, students, you are learning, and when somebody asks you whether you are employed or unemployed, probably your answers will be you are unemployed. But it is not the case. If you are searching for the job and not getting the job, then you will be called as unemployment. So, let us understand, when a person is actively seeking a job but is unable to get employed, he is called an unemployed person. The people in the working age, that is 15 to 59 years, only can be termed unemployed if any one of them is without a gainful employment. Additionally, if a person voluntarily does not want to work, he cannot be termed as unemployed. Now, let's see. They all want jobs so bad that they are willing to pay for an employment opportunities. Nowadays, the people are ready to pay for getting jobs. Means job is less and more people are searching for the job. So that's why this type of situations may arise in the society. Unemployment. Again, let us define. Unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find jobs. In case of India, we have unemployment in rural and urban areas. However, the nature of unemployment differs in rural and urban areas. In case of rural areas, there is seasonal and disguised unemployment, and in case of urban areas, have mostly educated unemployment. Unemployment leads to wastage of manpower resources. Means if a person are engaged, their skills and abilities are being properly utilized. But if a person is not engaged in any kind of jobs or doing any kind of productive work for the society, his skill and abilities are totally wasted for the economy. So people who are an assets for the economy turns into liability. A person who is skilled, a person who has got all the training and abilities to work, but he is not getting a job, then it's simply a wastage of human resource. And in this case, the assets, the person who has been prepared for doing a kind of a job, who can become assets for the economy, will become liabilities. Now, what are the different types of unemployment in rural areas? There are two types of unemployment in case of rural areas. One is seasonal and another is disguised. So, seasonal unemployment is a type of unemployment which is more prevalent in rural areas. The farming cycle is season based. There are certain months which are quite busy for a farm worker. There are many other months when a farm worker is without a work. So seasonal unemployment happens when people are not able to find jobs during a particular season or month of a year. People dependent on agriculture usually face such kind of problem. There are certain busy seasons when sowing and harvesting, weeding and threshing is done. So there are some seasons which are supposed to be busy in terms of agriculture, but most of the part of the year they do not find any kind of jobs and they remain unemployed. So this type of unemployment is seasonal unemployment. Second, hidden or disguised unemployment. This type of unemployment is also more prevalent in rural areas. To understand this, let us take the example of a family with 8 working members. All of them are working on their farm. The size of the farm makes it possible to be efficient, managed by 5 persons only. The extra 3 persons are not contributing towards any growth in productivity. They are working because they have no other gainful employment. Their potential could have given better result if it would have been utilized elsewhere. Similar situations can also be seen in some families owned shops where all the family members may be working in the same shop but not adding substantially to the output. So this type of unemployment is considered as hidden unemployment. And third, which is more prevalent in urban areas, is educated unemployment. Educated unemployment is the problem of unemployment among the educated youth, which is very high in urban areas. Nowadays, even highly educated youths like graduates, postgraduates are able to find a job. Some analysts suggest that most of the highly educated youth do not possess employability. Means they are educated but they do not have ability to be employed, or they are not able to get employment. But most of the analysts says that it is because of demand supply gap. While many technically qualified people are unemployed, there are many jobs remaining vacant because of lack properly trained people. So there are many people who are unemployed, they are searching for the job, and one side the people who are educated, skilled, they are not getting a job. So there is a gap between education and employability. So that must be reduced. The gap must be reduced so that the most of the people can be employed in the system. Now, what is the effect of unemployment? When a person is unemployed, what is the effect? The first effect is unemployment can be emotionally draining on the unemployed persons. It can be a financial and emotional drain on his family members. A large number of unemployed people is ultimately a liability for the society. High rate of unemployment can also increase the crime rate, because in search of money, in search of income, the people will start doing something which is not productive and can harm the conditions of the